praise to the Most High. Welcome to the Byzantine Empire. I'm your host, Emperor Joshua Main. Blessings be upon you. All right, development, people. I praise to the Most High. Thank God for everybody that's been working with me, helping me. Especially like Bishop sent me, and helped me be able to get the truck and different things of that nature. So, these are the moves and regulations and different things of that nature. So, okay. Development wise. Byzantine America, blessings. Um where I was at was like things was done to me. That like I really went through some things. It made me when I went through it, it made me understand what happens to people sometimes. What are the things, and it showed me a whole different aspect of life. It was something that I really had to learn. Never meant anybody harm or anything of that nature, but sometimes people would say certain things. I actually can see into certain areas. It was a reason for that. Never meant nobody harm or anything of that nature. But prior to that, it was like people, you know what I'm saying, in areas like seeing people meant me harm. Like, how did I even get to the point of like even that type of stuff being, or those things even being done to me or given to me? All I did was went to school and trained and worked, and like that's what I was doing at the time. I remember coming. I'm just gonna kind of tell about my life, like, you know what I'm saying, tell the truth, shame the devil. A lot of times you deal with things because you just hold it in. Get that stuff out. I think I went to go see my mom. She was in the hospital. Either I went to see my mama and she was in the hospital, or my dad was in the hospital. Somebody was in the hospital. And one of my aunties, somebody asked me, like, what was you doing? I was like, I'm in school. And then one of my aunties or somebody said, you've been in school for a long time. And it kind of like now it being said, like looking through different eyes of communication and understanding, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, if y'all wanted to see if I was really in school, like y'all smart. Y'all can call you know what I'm saying? Y'all can call the administration. I don't know if they can actually give the consent, or I would have to give the consent to that. But like, if y'all need to see a transcript of me being in school during that time, I could have showed this transcript. But this is the stuff I was dealing with, people. Like, they didn't really believe I was in school. Like, what? Like, and then it was kind of like a situation where like everybody learned different. So at the time, I was looking at schools, but I was doing track and field and looking to go pro. So I'm trying to go to the best coach that I could possibly go to. So in my transition, like I found a school that was actually winning. It was like amazing. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go there and talk to the coach, see what's up. I got me a scholarship. I was like, oh God, thank you. So I got me a scholarship with a coach that, you know what I'm saying, da 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 da. All right. So I moved that way, you know what I'm saying, and I began to work, go to school, graduated from a JUCO. Nobody got to make it to my graduation. You know what I'm saying? Like, my dad was understandable or whatever, but they didn't really like. I don't think they like personally. They didn't really keep up with me. I didn't think about it, and it kind of hurt because it's like I lost my mom at like 18. You know what I'm saying? I lost my mom early, so the person that was there for me and who I could always call was like transitioning out of life. And I'm trying to, like, at the time I could have went to school the earlier the year, but I'm trying to cope with that while people saying I don't care. I was really trying to cope with like the fact that like mama this, so I would make money, and like I was giving my mom money to like go buy just to be able, like, she free during that time, like just, here, take this. And I'm just praying to God that, you know what I'm saying, that the money that I'm giving, like, is kind of like lightening the load so they ain't got to worry. She can stop stressing, and that'll help fight the situation didn't happen that way. I have to accept it. Like, all right. Then when somebody tried to speak that over me, I'm like, I cancel the assignment of the devil. That's not my walk. That ain't my work. That ain't it. And I'm really gonna tell the truth today. I'm not a person that like I just feel like I'm perfect. Like I'm striving to be, just like the Bible tells us to. I just come into the knowledge thereof, but even with my own family, like they made fun of me, talked about me, all that. Like they literally did this. Like I had a person come, like I didn't have one of my family members even come to me and just tell me like, why are you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you in this situation? Why are you in this and why are you in that? And I'm like, wait. I understand what he's saying now, but one of the things that was said shouldn't have been said. And it's not on me, it's on God because that's what God had me doing. But what was said is what makes you different. I'm like, well, God made us all different and made in his likeness. So there's quite a few things that make all of us different because he made us different. Even identical twins, they different. So at that time, I'm still learning, so I'm not thinking on the spiritual level what's being said. Then I start to find out what's being said through God. And a lot of times, people like with God, it's like who choose today who you gonna serve. You gonna serve God, you gonna serve man. You serve your dad, you ain't gonna who you gonna serve God. So when I was faced with this situation today, I was like, and I told the truth. I said, Dad, like you came against me and it wasn't even me. I was like, I was asking questions like this. I didn't say I was perfect. I'm like, I get told every day to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was getting told every day for the longest, stay humble. Yes, sir. Now, when I'm talking to an elder like my dad, I'm staying humble, but I, you have to tell the truth to God or you get in trouble. So, when, say, for instance, my dad, or the bishop begins to say that you are being disrespectful, I'm like, I said, Dad, Jesus, this was the situation. I'll tell you what the situation was. It was, I say, you're not teaching like Jesus taught. Jesus was humble. He said, even a little child can come and tell you something. So I stay open to like my criticism. Like, all right, let me know what's up, whatever. And I was telling her, I say, you don't do that. You will come in the conversation, take over the conversation. I say, Dad, then you get mad at me and say that I'm not listening. I'm like, I like, and then if I say, Dad, I'm not getting the question answered that I'm asking, but you're not listening. I'm like, but I'm asking the question. How I can't do nothing but listen because I just asked the question. Well, I don't know the answer to the question. Okay, you could have just let me know that. Like, that don't mean I'm being disrespectful or anything. Like sometimes you gotta appeal to the higher court and be like, God, I ain't had nothing to do with none of this. All I did was I was working on everything. Everything started to be questioned that I love more than God.